And everyone, I got you over here at the mill. We're gonna start milling up our wheat berries, which is spelt, soft white, and einkorn. We need 130 grams of each of these. We are making brown butter toffee cookies today. So let's get started. We're gonna weigh these out to 130 grams, each one of them. And then I will zero it out. So we're going to put 130 grams of soft white first. So I'll do 130 of the soft white. $130. That's perfect. Can't believe I did that perfect without even going over. So let's shut this up, put this up in the cupboard. Let's do einkorn next. I'm going to zero it out. So we need 130 of it. Einkorn's got a little bit more bigger berries, so I can pick it out if I go overboard of 130. And I think I did by 4, but I'll just take a few out. It's 131, it'll be okay. So I'll call it that. Put these back up in the cupboard. And then we're going to do our last, which is spelt berries. So we got to zero it out, and now we're doing our spelt over here for 130. 3 different berries, 3 different tastes. This cookie should taste really well. Really yummy, I meant to say. So let's get our 130. $132, we'll call it that. That's perfect. So now we're gonna put this away, put in the cupboard, and we're gonna mill out these. Turn on our mill and mill them out. Berries are nice and soft, so they will be perfect. We will get this milled up, and I will get you over here at the other area and get our recipe items out for you, and then we will get going. Almost done. There we go. Our flour is done. I'm trying to decide if I want to use this mixer or my KitchenAid. I actually might just use my KitchenAid, so I'll get that out because this takes a lot to get everything out. So I'll get back with you when I get everything ready. I got you guys over at the stove. We got to make brown butter. I don't know if you guys ever made brown butter, but it's very easy. You just have to melt the butter until it starts to turn brown. So you have to keep an eye on it. We need 2 sticks, and that's 2 sticks of butter, of Kerrygold butter. Let me get a thing over here, a spoon, a wooden spoon. I don't want to ruin my pan. So we're just gonna melt this on medium heat. And what brown butter means is you wait until the milk fats turn brown and it separates. And it smells like a nutty flavor and it makes the cookies taste really well, really like nuts. And remember, the other day we made toffee. So the toffee bits are gonna go into this cookie, which are right here. I smashed them all up. They're ready to go into our cookie. This is about a 1.5 cups. This is a little bit over a 1.5 cups, but it'll work with our cookie. So we're gonna let this brown, turn into our brown butter. I'll let it brown. Actually, I'll just let it get ready here, and then I'll come back to you when it's at a different stage. My butter is over here boiling. We wanted to get it to the brown butter stage. It's not there yet. It will change colors and the milk fats will separate. And then we gotta let this cool down because you don't want it to put it into the cookie dough hot like this. So now we're just gonna let it go to the brown stage. Doesn't take that long, maybe 5-10 minutes to get to the brown stage. And it really does make the cookie taste really good. Since how we made a Toffee Bits, you want it to be like, you know, nutty taste. So, just gonna let that sit there. And this is salted butter, so we probably won't add more salt to the cookie mix because I also made the toffee with the same butter. So it'll be really salty. I mean, not salty, but it'll be enough salt in the cookie. I don't know what is wrong with me today. I'm talking like out of sorts. Anyway, this is my sourdough, new sourdough inclusion I made. It's cooling off over here. I tried everything bagel with sharp cheddar cheese in this sourdough. It looks really yummy. I can't wait to eat this one. Just over here chilling, cooling, because I made it early this morning. So you see how the milk fats are separating? Soon enough it'll turn brown. It's going to boil away and start turning a brown color. So I'm going to clean this bowl over here and get it ready for making cookies, and I'll get back with you. See how it's bubbling away over here? Starting to change colors a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to tell when it changes colors because it happens so fast. You kind of have to wait for the butter to stop boiling and check it. So you want the butter to be brown, not yellow. It will brown up. Starting to get there. See the butter changing colors right now? It's almost there. I like it a little darker there. See how it's starting to turn? I don't know if you can tell a little bit. Maybe with a spoon I can show you. Alright, my butter is all brown. See how it turned brown? That's how brown you want it. So we're just going to let it sit here and cool. And I'm going to bring it over and we're going to get the other stuff ready to go. Okay guys, I got you over here. We're going to add our baking soda and our baking powder to our dry mix, which is 1 teaspoon of each. So here's 1 teaspoon of baking soda to our dry mix. And 1 teaspoon of baking powder to our dry mix. And then we were going to add salt, but I am going to omit the salt. So we're just going to mix this up because we got salt in the toffee. We have salt in our butter. So I'm not going to add any salt. So we're going to mix this up and put this over here aside. And then we're going to get our butter once it cools and put our sugars in our bowl, which is 3/4 cup of sugar, regular cane sugar, and 1 cup of brown sugar. And then we're going to mix that with the butter. So I got to get that ready and I'll be back. Okay, we're going to add our sugars to the bowl, which is 3/4 cup of regular sugar, which is cane sugar. So here's 3/4 cup going in. And then we have 1 cup of brown sugar that we have to add. So put that one away, don't mix them up. We get our brown sugar. Remember, this is homemade brown sugar that I have made with molasses. Here's our 1 cup of sugar going in. And it says to mix in the butter when it's slightly cooled. So once the butter solids have browned, remove from the heat and let it cool. Okay. So once it's cooled slightly, put it in and mixed it with the sugars for 2 minutes. So I'm gonna pour it in with the sugar. And then we're gonna mix it up for 2 minutes. I'm gonna turn it up a bit. Give it a mix. I got my vanilla up here. I'm gonna add some vanilla to it. And also we need a teaspoon of maple syrup. I'll put a little bit of maple syrup in there after we mix this up for 2 minutes. There's a little bit of maple syrup. Some of my vanilla going in. Add your eggs one at a time. 2 eggs. We're going to do 2 eggs. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. I don't want the eggs to fly all over. Whoops, I just made a mess everywhere. There's 1 egg. There's our second egg. Clean up that egg mess that I made right here. I'll find my spray, my beef spray that I use on the counters. This is what I use for cleaning, thieves cleaner. All right, so we did that. Now we add our mixture slowly. I'm gonna put this on 1. And then we'll add our Heath. Then we'll add our Toffee Bits. Maybe a little bit too much, but I got it to slow down a little bit. We'll let this mix up. I got a little bit more here to go. That's that for the flour. Okay. Now we're gonna add my Toffee Bits over here. I'm struggling a little bit, so we'll just add them all in here. Woo, 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 woo. I went too fast. I'm making a mess. Let me slow down. Going too fast. There we go. Let me lock this. The bag caught on the mixer bag thing. The bag caught on the mixer. There we go. Just give them a nice blend. There we go. Let's get our spoon. Of course, you're going to want to scoop these on a cookie sheet. Oh, I just want to get this all off the beater bar here. Looking good. All right, I'm gonna stop you guys right now and clean up a little bit and get the pan ready and turn on the oven and let it preheat for making cookies. So our cookie batter, I'm gonna preheat the oven to 350 over here. And when it gets up to temp, we'll put them in the oven. I'm gonna put these on a cookie sheet, but I gotta get a cookie sheet and clean up this area first. Got my cookie sheet ready and my cookie dough right here. I'm gonna use a medium scoop instead of a large scoop. We could make these large cookies, but to make them go further, we'll just use a medium scoop. It says to line the cookie sheet, but I never have a hard time with it. So we're just gonna put our cookies out on our tray, and the oven is over there preheating. This is gonna make a lot of cookies. Probably end up putting a lot of these in the freezer or give them away. They smell good. I can't wait to taste them. I never had a toffee cookie before. This is all the toffee that was left over from the pan that we made. And I've been just eating it as candy, which is really good. So I'm just gonna put these out on here on the cookie sheet and wait for it to preheat. The brown butter smells so good on this cookie dough. I'm glad to be learning how to make a new cookie. I like peanut butter cookies, chocolate chip cookies. I like dark chocolate chip cookies with white chips. So this is a new cookie for me. So we're waiting for the oven to heat up over here. It's almost heated up. I got my cooling rack tray right here, ready to go. Afterwards, our cookies are ready to go. So we're just waiting for it to heat up, and then they'll go in the oven at 350 for 9 to 10 minutes. And I will do it for 10 minutes because sometimes I have to recheck it and it looks like it needs more. So I'll just do it for the 10 complete minutes. So we'll get back with you when we're ready to put them in the oven. Okay, got you over here at the oven. It's all preheated to 350. We're gonna put them in and put a timer for 10 minutes. Here's our cookies fresh out of the oven. They got the toffee all melted through it and the chocolate from the top of the toffee bar. So we're gonna get them on the cooling rack and just keep on going. And when I'm ready, when one's cool, I will give it a taste for you on camera. So I went to take one off the tray. They need to cook a little bit more because that's what happened. So I'm gonna let them cook just a tad bit more, and I will show you when they come out. So these cookies are a little bit more gooier than what I'm used to. So because of the toffee that we put in there, it makes them a little bit more gooier. So you just have to let them set on the pan for a little bit, I guess, for a few minutes. They are quite gooey. Maybe I should put them, I got them off the pan. And not the best looking cookie ever, but they are a lot gooier, like what I was saying. Maybe just let them sit on the pan for a little bit until they cool, and then take them off and put them on the pan. But they do look good, and I'll give you a taste. I'll show you on camera a taste test. Got my cookie. I'm gonna give it a taste. It is a little bit gooier than normal, so let me give it a taste. It tastes really good. This is what it looks like. It tastes good with those toffee bits on it. So enjoy making this cookie and see you on the next one.